Welcome to August. We are delighted that you are reading your Fabulous Wednesday newsletter and also that you are joining us for worship on this Sunday, August 9th, in which we have a few different things that you'll note. We're continuing this pattern of having our announcements as a separate offering, and you'll notice that in worship this week, we have one less reading, which is partly the shape of what morning prayer would usually be. We'd usually have 2 readings in the morning and then maybe 1 in the evening. And so the newsletter will contain all of the lectionary so that if you want to read the rest of the readings for the day, they're right there for you. But it will streamline and hopefully make the service all the more digestible for you all. And also, that means that this week we have a little bit more wonderful music for you, including a fabulous French chanson from our ensemble that's edited and put together by Craig Deschong. Isn't it amazing how we can still have choral singing even when we can't have choral singing? God shows up. But also we have Jennifer Seeger singing for the anthem, How Can I Keep From Singing? And then we have a fabulous recessional hymn of This Little Light of Mine, which, because it's Transfiguration Sunday, is oh so appropriate, and so not to be missed at all. And constant thanks and gratitude to Mr. Dwayne Holloway, who keeps us singing and keeps us celebrating even in the midst of all of this. So, as I say, we're evolving in our worship and getting more of the text onto the video, getting you out of your bulletin and more present with one another as much as we can be. So stay tuned for that as it evolves even more. Speaking of evolution, we've got some conversations taking place because, of course, we're approaching a new program year and we're trying to think about what and how God is calling us to live together to share this season, since it does seem to keep extending at the moment. So, if you have any thoughts or ideas or desires as they pertain to adult formation or virtual worship or virtual community building and connection or children and youth ministries and family ministries, we want your input. We want to hear from you. Even just your feedback on ideas that we're having at the moment, just to see which ones appeal most and which are rotten and we definitely shouldn't do. So, take a pick in your newsletter, but adult formation, contact Mother Joyce. Virtual worship and community building, contact me. And then children and family ministries, reach out to me or to Terrell Lloyd, our wonderful director. And that way we can make sure that if you want to give input, you definitely have a form, and we also have open ears to receive it. So thank you for your prayerful patience during this time and for your creativity and your contributions to what the time ahead can look like. With all that, speaking of the time ahead, we have 2 things coming up about which you should know. On August 16th, save the date, Sunday, August 16th from 3 to 4:30, we will have a drive-up, blessing of the backpacks, and a back-to-school photo booth. I do believe, in a very physically distanced way, but so that we can get everybody off on the right foot, parents and children and caregivers alike, for the academic year ahead, and to know and be reminded of how much God is absolutely at work in and through and around you in everything you do, at school, at home, at church, and anywhere in between. So that's coming up. Blessing of the backpacks, back to school photo booth on August 16th, Sunday, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And also then further on in September, normally we bless homes and houses at Epiphany. But given the strange time that we're in and how much time we seem to be spending at home and how that seems to be the primary locus of our encounters with God, or at least so many of them these days, we're going to be offering in September house blessings. And we will come to you and we'll bless your house from the outside, we'll bless it from the inside, whatever is most safe and preferential for you. We'll have time slots open and we'll be able to bear witness to God's presence and ongoing blessing in that particular space, wherever you find yourself spending this season. So with that, those things coming up, make a note, look out for more information. Ongoing are the daily dinner devotionals from our children and family minister, Terrell Lloyd. So those are in your newsletter this week. If you click on the pictures, you also get the recipes. So depending on how hungry you are, not just for spiritual conversation, but also for food, feel free to take those ideas as well. Also, our fabulous pastoral care coordinator, Lynn Wiss, is continuing, even in this season, to ensure care for those who are experiencing, ongoing challenges, and also those experiencing acute ones. So if you've got any pastoral care needs whatsoever, they will absolutely come to the clergy, but they will get triaged through Lynn Wiss. So cover her in your prayers of thanksgiving for all the wonderful ministry she does with us, and also feel free to let her know of prayer requests, anyone you want added to the prayers of the people, and anything in between. She is absolutely available. And if you need her contact information, just give the church, give Kurt Royal, our parish administrator, a call, and he can make sure to set you up with her. And last but not least, in case, and because we don't see each other that often, anyone is wondering, this is what 5 months looks like at the moment. So I have no idea what that measures at, but suffice to say, I've either eaten a great deal or there's a baby coming. So thanks be to God for you. Thanks be to God that God is continuing to work in and through you for us to be able to minister to one another in this oh so strange time. And we pray that God grant you the endurance and the faith and the humor and the love that you need to sustain you through this coming week and in the days ahead. And we will see you oh so soon. You are utterly loved and utterly precious and utterly worthwhile, and nothing can possibly change that. Not even church being on hold in person at the moment, or a pandemic, or anything else. So we are in it together, and God is with us. Thanks be to God. Be safe, be well. We will see you soon.